Hello everyone, how are you all? So in today's session we are going to start discussing our 2022 question paper of grade 12 computer science. Okay, so we have already discussed 2024 and 2023 question paper. So if you want to check those two question papers, I'll share the link in the description box. Okay, so let us start discussing our 2022 question paper of grade 12 computer science. So the pattern of this paper is a little different as compared to the one which is coming nowadays. But the questions almost are, you can just consider these questions also because they are just changing the sections. Now 5 sections are coming and the question paper is of 70 marks. But this question paper is of 35 marks only and we have only 3 sections. Okay. But the questions are, these type of questions are coming in nowadays question paper also. So let us start with section A. Section A is stack is a linear data structure which follows a particular order in which the operations are performed. In which the operations are performed and which data structure? The stack is a linear data structure. What is the order in which the operations are performed in a stack? So it is a LIFO data structure, last in, first out, okay? It is last in, right? So it is last in and first out, right? So last in first out is LIFO. So whatever the thing you will insert at last, it will come out first, okay? So the insertion and the deletion will take place with respect to this. Like this is a stack and the elements are this only. Suppose you are inserting one element, this is the first element, your second element will come here, the third element, okay? This is the insertion and insertion is called push operation, okay? And if you want to remove any element from the stack, it is called pop operation and it will take from the last, okay? So if you will start removing the element, first the third will be removed, okay? And then it will go to second and then will go. So that is why it is called last in first out data structure. Name the list method or function available in Python which is used to remove the last element. So just now we discussed if you want to remove the last element, we have pop operation, okay? Remove. And if you want to insert the element, we have push operation in stack, okay? So also write an example. So example, anything you can take a list here because stack is also a data structure in which you can store multiple values. So list also the same. You can implement this stack with the help of a list. So list L is equal to, you know very well, we can insert the element in square brackets, right? And any number of elements you can take separated with comma. So now list is L only. So it is L dot pop. So this will help you to remove the last element from the stack, okay? So this is question number 1. Now we will move to question number 2, expand. So just they are asking the full form of these two protocols. So VoIP, IP everyone know it is internet protocol only, and VO is for voice over internet protocol, okay? So voice over internet protocol is the full form of VoIP. Now the second one we have PPP. So PPP is for, P stand for the last P is for protocol only, and this is point to point protocol. We have point to point protocol. Next is Ria, second part of this question too. Ria wants to transfer pictures from her mobile phone to her laptop. So her mobile phone to her laptop. So both of the things are nearby only because this is not like from mobile phone we are sending to someone else's laptop. Okay, it is your mobile phone only and your laptop only. So the things are nearby. She uses a Bluetooth technology to connect two of the devices. You know, this is a wireless connectivity and which will help you to share your data and what all things, okay? Which type of network will be formed in this case? You know, these all 4 are given. So let me tell you one by one all these full forms. So PAN stands for personal area network, okay? Personal area network. Then we have LAN. LAN stands for local area network, right? Then we have MAN. MAN stands for metropolitan area network. And then we have WAN. WAN stands for wide area network, right? Wide area network. Now the point is, what is this? How can you differentiate, you know, with respect to their geographical area only we are going for the differentiation. So like first we will start with personal. So it is going to, connect the personal devices like your laptop with tablet, with, you know, smartphones, with desktop. So what all personal things are there? So actually we got our answer because we are just connecting the mobile phone with the laptop. So this is actually the correct answer is PAN only, personal area network. So when local area network is something, one of the, suppose you are in a school and some two labs are there for senior kids and the junior kids. So that is called the local area network. Okay. Metropolitan area network is something within a metro cities, what all devices you are connecting. And when is one country you are connecting to other country. Okay, one metro city you are connecting to other. So there is no geographical boundaries in case of WAN. Okay, wide area network. So here you are just connecting it, your devices only you are connecting. So the correct answer is PAN, which is personal area network. Okay. Next question is differentiate between the terms called attributes and domains in the context of our relational data model, which is based on RDBMS, relational database management system. So, well, this is the direct question. These type of questions you are, learning from the starting only in SQL. Now also these things are coming. Attribute is a parameter from which data are to be stored in a relation. Relation is nothing but it is a table only. So how the values are storing into a table, that is attribute only. Simply stated, the columns of a relation are the attributes which are also referred as the field. This is a table, right? In RDBMS or in normal database also we are storing the data in a form of a table, and table is nothing but is a combination of rows and column. The horizontal one is rows, so these are the horizontal one are considered as rows and these are columns, right? Now the point is what they are saying, the table is also considered as relation, okay, and the attribute are the column. So what they are saying, what all values you are storing, so column, the second name of column is attributes, okay. Now the domain, what is domain? Data type is a set of values. Data type is also domain only, set of values from which an attribute can take a value in each row. So how the values will take place in the table with the help of data type. Usually a data type is used to specify a domain for an attribute, a domain like integer type of value or real type of value, what type of value. So usually a data type is used to specify the domain for an attribute, okay. So this is the correct answer for the differentiation in between the attributes and the domain. Well, question number 4 is something very good. So consider the following SQL table. What is the name of the table? It is member, right? In SQL database clubs. So club is the name of the database. Table is member, in which you can see we have total 3 fields, right? MID. So member ID, member name and activity. These are the IDs, name and the activity gym, what all other activities are there. Assume that the required library for establishing the connection between the Python and the SQL is already imported in the given Python code. So some code is given where the requirement is already done, like what all the connectivity code is required. Also assume that the DB is the name of the database connection for the table member stored in the database club, okay. So the name of the club, what we have to consider, the database name is club. Predict the output of the following. So starting from the first one, first we are creating the cursor object. So my cur is the object of this cursor. So what they are saying, DB, right? So DB dot cursor, fine. Now my cursor dot execute. So we are using this database, right? From the databases club. Next is we are executing a query. So with respect to this query only, definitely you will be getting the output. So well, the query is select all. All, it is going to display all data. All means everything like 1, 2, 3, right? All. From member table, this is your member table only where the activity is equal to gym. So let us check the gym activity is something here only. So here you have gym, here you have gym and here. So it is going to, display these 3, 1, 2 and 3, right? Now we have R is equal to my cursor dot fetch 1. So fetch 1. So this is going to, fetch one of the row. So the first one is this one. So first time this will be fetched by the system, by the compiler. So it will get 1001 Amina and Jim, right? So these 3 values will be fetched and it will store into this variable R. R is equal to. Next time we have a for loop here. So for loop is what? For I in range 2. So you know very well 2. This will be considering as AND value. So AND is equal to 2, right? AND is equal to 2. Now we have, it is going to work how many times? So this I will work 2 times, 0 and 1. So it will work 2 times, 0 and 1, right? Now again this fetch 1 is going to work. So already one of the row is fetched. So it is going to display these 2 values. Now this will be fetched and this one, okay. Now the point is, next one you check. We have a print statement here. Print statement is R0, R1 separated with hash sign, right? R0 and R1. So the complete row is fetched. Please listen to me, carefully. It is M. So yeah, I rubbed this one. So we have M1002 and Prateek, okay, and Jim, right? And in second one we have M1004, Rakesh and Jim, right? Now this is R0, this is R1 and this is R2, right? Here also we have R0, R1 and R2. So what you have to fetch? You have to fetch R0, R1. So R0 is this, so this will be fetched M1002. And then R1 is Prateek, but these values will be separated with this hash sign, right? Then hash will come and then this value. So Prateek will come. So this will not be fetched by the system because here R0 and R1 only, R2, this is R2, okay? So next time again the same thing. So it is going to fetch for I equals to 1 now. It is going to fetch M1004, then separated with hash again, and the value is Rakesh. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Here the answer is written. Fine. So I think you understood this one. So we can go to the next one. Write the output of the SQL queries. Query vaccination data below. So we have table vaccination data and we have in total VID, name, age, dose 1, dose 2 and city, and total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows are there. Select name and age. So what all values you have to fetch? You have to select the name. So this one is name, right? So we have to fetch name and then age. Second one is age. These data. So this is vaccination data table where dose 2 is not null. So this is dose 2 is not null. So it is null. This one is null. So these two definitely are not going to be fetched by this and not null, and one and clause is there. So they are just merging this condition with this. So age is greater than 40. So now you go for age column where the age must be greater than 40. So this one is greater than 40 and this one is greater than 40. This is less than 40, right? So this will also be deducted. So these two, the rows will be fetched and with respect to name and age. So name is Harjot, age is 55. So name is Harjot and age is 55. Then second one is Shrikant and 43. So Shrikant and 43, right? So I think you are clear with this first query. Now we will go for the second one where we have select city. Select city and count star. So you have to select city and the count star. So city is this one. Okay, so you have to count from vaccination data. So this is the vaccination data table. Group by city. So group by city. So group by, it is going to group all the city values. So what all the same cities are there? It is going to be grouped by this group by clause and the city and the count. The how many times this city will come, that particular name is coming or that city is coming, that will be counted by this count star. So we are starting from Delhi. So you please check it. Delhi is coming one time here and here. So Delhi is coming 2 times. So city name is Delhi here, right? So here it is Delhi and it is coming 2 times. Then the second one is Mumbai and Mumbai is also coming twice. So Mumbai here and Mumbai is coming 2 times, and then Kolkata and Kolkata count star 1 time only. So it is 1. Okay. So that's the correct answer for this query. Now the next one is the third one. Select distinct city. Distinct means different. Okay. So this is the clause which will help you to find the distinct city. So the things will not be repeated. This will help you to get the unique values of the city from the vaccination data. So we got the answer in the previous one only. The correct answer is distinct is Delhi will come 1 time only. Okay. Because they are asking you to display only 1 time. Distinct Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata. That is the correct answer, right? So this is the third one. Now the fourth one is select max. So you have to find the maximum value. This is the aggregate function, So this is to find the maximum value from dose 1 and to find the minimum value from dose 2, right? So minimum value from dose 2 we have from vaccination data. So the table name is vaccine. So go to dose 1. The maximum is 21 here, 21, 21, 21 and 22. So this is the maximum value. So maximum for dose 1 is 22, right? And then you will go for minimum dose 2. So minimum dose 2. So dose 2 is this only and minimum value 22, 21, 21. So these two are, and then you will go, if the year is same, then you will go for the month. So then we have 10th month, which is November, October, and then 7th month. So this is smaller, right? So the same value is coming here for minimum. right, from the maximum vaccination data. So this is easy only, and these type of questions are coming now also. So it is not like the previously it was coming and now these questions are not coming. Okay, write the output of the SQL queries from A to B. Only 2 questions are there, 2 tables are given. We have a doctor table and we have the patient table. So you can see in doctor table you have doctor number, doctor name and fees, and 4 rows are there, D1 to D4, right? And then we have a patient table. In this also we have total 4 columns. We have the patient number, we have patient name, we have admission date, and we have DNO, which is to link, the relational database is there. RDBMS is actually based on a common field. Okay, common field will help you to fetch the values from multiple tables, right? So yeah, then the query is select D name. So D name is a part of doctor table, right? D name and P name also. So that means you are going to fetch the data from the doctor table also, from the patient table also, from doctor. Okay, and the natural join, okay, from doctor, the natural join with patient. So actually we are working with the natural join concept. So you should be clear how this natural join will work. So natural join to actually going to work with respect to only one thing, which is what? Which is like the common field will come only one time. Okay, and these 2 fields only we have to display. So we have to display D name, we have to display P name, and doctor with patient, and with respect to D number. So let's start checking the values. So first you go for the doctor name. So it is doctor name is D1 is the doctor number, Amitabh. Okay, so from here it will take Amitabh, and the patient number is, patient name is this only, and here also D1. Okay, so D1, so Noor. So Amitabh with Noor, right? Now the same thing you check it for second one, it is D2 Annie, and here also you check in D2 what is given, Aniket. So Aniket Annie, right? And then again the D3 is Nikhil. So we will check here D3 is there or not. We don't have D3, right? So we have D1 again. So D1 again means again it is going to work with respect to the same. So here we have D1 Amitabh. Okay, so here D1 Amitabh, and here we have D1 Harmeet. So Amitabh and Harmeet again, right? So this is the correct answer. Please you again be clear with natural join. It is going to display the D number only one time, but here too they are working with respect to only D name and patient name and doctor name. Now the second one you please check. We have the select P name and admission date. Okay, so P name is patient only from patient table, and then we have admin date, which admission date is also from patient, and fees is from doctor table. Okay, so the data is actually fetching from both of the tables, right? From patient table also, from doctor table also, and as I told you, it is going to fetch the data from both of the table with respect to the common field, where the doctor number from doctor table is equal to the patient number, patient table, and doctor number, and fees should be greater than 1000, and we have to display P name, we have to display admission date, and we have to display the fees where the fees is greater than 1000, and fees is the part of doctor table. So greater than 1000, this will not come, but these 3 are there, but the value should match. But D3 too is not there in patient table. You can check doctor number, D3 is not there. Okay, so this will also not come, right? D3 will also not come. So we have only D1, we have the Noor and Noor patient, and we have the Harmeet patient, right? So we have the Noor and we have the Harmeet. Patient name, admission date is these 2, and the fees is greater than 5. So that is 1500 only, right? So next is we have the differentiate between the candidate key and the primary key in the context of relational database model. So when you will go for the candidate key, a relation, which is a table, can have one or more attribute that takes distinct values. Distinct value is for what? It is for the primary key, right? But more than one columns are also there. Sometimes we have more than one column which you can work for the distinct values. Okay, so any of these attributes can be used to uniquely identify the tuple in the relation. So such all attributes are called the candidate for the same position. So one will be the primary key, right? But the rest will be the candidate of the same thing. Like someone is there, for the post of prime minister, for the post of minister. So multiple candidates are there, but one will be the prime minister, and that will be rest of the members will be considered as their candidates for the same position. Then we have the primary key. It is a column or in a table that uniquely identifies each row. A primary key value is unique and cannot be null. Okay, there is only one primary key for a table. In a table, you can't take more than one primary key, right? So this is going to work one time. Next we have or is there. We have a table here, player, with player number, we have player name and score here only. So these three fields are there. So next we have two values. Identify and write the name of the most appropriate column from the given table player that can be used as a primary key. So well, let us check primary key again. The same thing, you please check for the uniqueness. Name, so definitely it could be possible to have, you know, the same name for multiple rows, and scores also definitely. So the the player number is something unique only. So obviously with respect to this data, you will consider the P and O is for the primary key, right? So we will consider primary key the P and O, because ID is always unique only, right? So if any of the table is having any ID, that means you just keep that ID as a primary key. Define the term degree in relational data model. Degree. So degree is nothing but, you know, the cardinality and degree. Two terms are there. So degree is for number of columns. Okay, degree is for number of columns. And cardinality is for number of rows, right? So number of columns. So here they are asking you to find the number of columns. So just check it. Number of columns are 3 only. So the correct answer is 3, right? So what they are saying, they are asking the degree. Define the term. Degree is the number of columns. What is the degree in the given table? It is 3. Okay, because we have in total 3 columns in this table. So well, we discussed section A of this 2022 question paper. And we are already, again I am repeating, we are already done with 2024 and 2023. So if you want to check those things, you please check the description box. And if you understood all the questions, please don't forget to like, subscribe and to share it with your friends. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.